Cloud collaboration is basically allowing companies and users to use email, messaging tools, video conferencing, potentially document sharing, all in a cloud environment.
Collaboration is really about people talking together. The technology offering is really about giving people a platform and a solution to allow them to share knowledge and to share ideas across the business. And really, collaboration is about both building the business and its capability, improving the processes and the services that we offer to our customers, and to ensure that if there is a customer issue, that we resolve that issue quickly and efficiently. And the collaboration tools that we've got help us do that. They help knowledge get to the right person at the right time so that they can address a customer issue.
Some companies or government organisations quite simply want a simpler way of managing their email. They don't want to mess around upgrading Exchange servers or Domino servers. They just want to pay for a service and pay by the drink and easily and seamlessly add users, take users away.
AMP is very focused on innovation. We have a head of innovation for the business. And that head of innovation is very focused on bringing in new technologies that are going to help us do our jobs. We're not necessarily right on the bleeding edge of what is going on from a collaboration and from an innovation perspective, but a lot of what's out there is being utilised within the business, and it gives us the opportunity to engage with Gen Y, Gen X, baby boomers in a way that we might not have otherwise done.
Collaboration really enables Gen Y to start having a similar experience in the workplace that they do for their social lives. So we've got to remember that consumer IT is starting to drive business IT, particularly for the more commoditized areas. So everybody has email, everyone has messengers, we are on social networks, social sites. And really we've discovered in our home lives how useful they are and how valuable they can be. This is a case of now bringing it into the corporate world and actually corporates benefiting from the technology.
The cost of change within any business is very high, and pilots help us explore and understand A, what the cost is going to be, but also what the benefits are going to be. And really the pilot was what we utilised to help build our business case and justify the investment that was going to be required for the change to this new online platform.
Often companies will choose to undertake a proof of concept where a set of high-end users will test out the new tool and reference whether they can actually make it work in that business environment.
If you don't do a pilot or a proof of concept, the danger that you might have is that you select a solution that isn't well adopted within your end user community.
If a company chooses to go forward after the proof of concept, usually they'll go for a phased implementation. So a pilot of 100 to 200 users, and then often followed by another set of users to make sure we've learnt the lessons from the first batch, and then rapid acceleration. One of the challenges those companies will have is because it's the shiny new toy, users will want to go live, and actually they'll have pressure of people wanting change as opposed to resisting change.
The results of the pilot were generally positive. Positive enough for us to want to proceed from a pilot to proof of concept and now full implementation. The end users found the experience of a contemporary email and collaboration platform to be very positive, and they could see the benefits that would flow down the track from us moving and rolling this out on a broader scale across the business.
Often these implementations are complex and you will hit issues. The importance is having very open communications and warning people that some issues will happen. A classic example is if you're implementing a new email system, getting the calendaring on that system to talk to the old one in real time might hit a blip for the first day or two as you go through, which is why you start with a small group rather than going en masse.
So with collaboration, really it's about demonstrating both hard and soft benefits. Costs are quite easily measured, and they're normally measured in a hard way. Benefits, though, from collaboration tools come on two fronts. One, the actual cost of the service. Using the cloud, it's typically a lower cost than on-premise, and so brings with it a commercial advantage. But the other side of it is that it actually provides a capability that lets your business collaborate together effectively. And there is a benefit that comes for that that's more difficult to measure, but it's one of those things that you need to demonstrate from a value perspective when you're looking at solutions like this.
So for the business case, it's very important to understand what you're trying to achieve. one company or organization might just want to test the concept of cloud computing. Another might want to save significant money on their total cost of ownership of email and collaboration tools. And a third might be about to go through very significant change and need to scale up or down their business quickly. So working out that business case is critically important.
We actually set up a lab which showed the different elements of the collaboration offering working together. And so seeing firsthand was quite compelling and demonstrated to the executives that the investment was worth making.
COS was the right answer for AMP, simply because their existing email system was aging and needed refreshing, both at the application level, which wasn't particularly loved by users, and also it needed an infrastructure refresh. So the timing was good.
The move into COS is really the first broad scale change that we're making across the business that's going to touch all of the employee base. So when you look at what we've brought to our business community, it's really a solution that has the capability to meet the future needs of the business and to help the business collaborate, and it fits in with the overall AMP end user computing strategy.
The AMP implementation of collaborative online services was typical of many of the major change programs we've undertaken with AMP over our long history. So a lot of straight talking, a massive amount of planning, and importantly, an understanding that we're going to get the desired solution come hell or high water.
We have an end user computing strategy that, looking down the track, is investigating the unification of both written and voice communications. It's going to be one of those journeys that we take over the next 4 or 5 years. The cloud offerings are advancing at a very quick rate, and we will take advantage of those cloud offerings if it makes sense for our business. So today we're focused on the CSC COS offering, getting that implemented and getting the advantages and value that we expect from that collaboration tool set. Where to next is really going to be around what comes down the pipe from a cloud perspective and how that fits in with the end user computing strategy that AMP's developed.
There's a lot of confusion about this thing called private cloud. Public cloud companies claim there is no such thing as a private cloud, but then they wouldn't they?
The majority of the investment is currently in private cloud computing, but we believe that by 2012, that's going to shift.
People are using infrastructure as a service in Australia today. It's not perhaps as widespread as you might expect. It's not taken off as fast as people perhaps thought it would.
If you are a very large organisation, the chances are you're not going to see real deep cost savings from moving out to a public cloud.
The reality for most organizations is it's going to be private and public. They're going to have to deal with both of them at the same time.